Microphones and Monsters is a Creative Typo production. Special thanks to Mead and Patrick T. Arsenault, our executive producer level supporters from Patreon.
Imagine a place where ancient secrets and unnatural horrors lie dormant. A place where the veil between worlds is thin, and the creatures of the night roam free. On Microphones and Monsters, a ragtag crew of travelers sets sail for one such destination. But beware, dear listener, for the horrors of Farzeen are not for the faint of heart.
As I was trying to fight like a null person, I should have just realized that I just need to lose all sense and just succumb to the insanity that is bloodlust and fighting. So I will dive kick straight into the ape with stinger legs, go through the ape, and then out the other side. So this is the hole right through the ape.
You finish up your 3-mile trek. You see in the distance the 30-foot wall that surrounds the city of Farzeen. And you also see a well-worn path that Mamau had pointed out on the map. So you're able to get, you see the trail to get on to where you can walk to the city. The PCs have survived a powerful storm, an attack from Deep Ones, a crazed and mutinous crew, and encounters with unnatural beasts. Their cargo has been confiscated and their former crewmates taken into Farzeen by the Watch. They had to overcome dangers on the last leg of the journey and the trek through the jungles of the island. At long last, the walls of Farzeen stand before them. We are now in Act 1, Chapter 3, The Mutineer's Dilemma. And our characters leveled up. So
yeah,
tell
they
them
did.
what you got.
Tell them what they've won.
So for level 5 as a fighter, I will be getting an extra attack.
Ooh,
And
those are nice.
Yes. I mean, so technically I could attack 4 times in one turn if I did it correctly.
That is many.
That is many times. And then I went up 1 in proficiency, and yeah, that's all I get for 5.
Still good though. That's a whole extra.
I mean, it's still something.
A whole attack is nothing to
And you got
nothing
more
to scoff
HP.
at.
especially for a
And
fighter.
I got some more HP.
So fighter is
More
all about
HP.
attacks.
Yeah, so I could do with the stinger, because if I do a bonus action and have an arm mutated, that already has 2 attacks. So I could do 2 attacks, then the bonus action attack with 1 arm, and then burn action surge to do 2 more
more
attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's many attacks.
Mm.
Man.
As many attacks.
It's as many as your level.
Mhm.
Well, as a rogue, I do not have many attacks. But I also am level 5 because we're all level 5. So I got uncanny dodge. And so now, if I can see someone who hits me, then I can have the damage against me with my reaction, which is sweet. And I also, proficiency went up 1 and sneak attack went up 1. So it's 3d6. So there's no point in trying to even hit with another paw if I wanted to, because the damage is not comparable. The damage I can do with my other paw on a 2-handed fighting attack is 3. So that's the minimum damage I could do with sneak attack. So as long as I hit the first one, then that'd be pretty sweet. As long as I'm sneaky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got another 6 hit points. I rolled 6 hit points. I'm up to 45. Whatever.
Woo.
45. I'm a tough little kitty.
You have 1 less hit point than me, and I'm a fucking fighter with a 4 on con. It's ridiculous.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's good.
You can
Hey,
attack
hey,
more times than
just
me.
surprising is all.
I thought you had
We
50
have a
something HP.
history.
Huh?
I thought you had 50 something HP, Max.
I have 56.
Yeah, I
You
have
just said he had
45.
55.
45.
45 or 50? Oh, they said
45.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, I was
you
like
got more
at
than one.
37 or 38 or something.
I was going to
And
say,
then
like,
I-
that's a lot of damn HP.
But I will
Yeah.
also say that here on Microphones and Monsters, we have a history of really chunky cats.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
really a thing.
Cats are kind
Well,
of
unlike
OP.
the last campaign, I've rolled well so far for HP. So the last two, I've rolled 6.
Yeah, I
So-
rolled 10 last time. I maxed out, and then I got 4 this time, which is it's whatever.
Well, for Lucius, get the HP, actually rolled max on it, so I got 9 more HP, bring me up
Nice.
to 33, which ain't bad.
Oh, that whole
I
whopping.
mean, 33 ain't bad for
No.
a frail old man with +1 con.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Very true.
I got the ability to use Channel Divinity to turn undead, to like destroy undead. And I got 3rd level spell slots, which from my domain, I ended up getting protection from energy and slow. And for my selected spell that I'm just standardly preparing, at least for now, I'm actually going with another spell that I'm hoping will come in a lot of handy, and I've already got some ideas of how it's going to be fun, called Fast Friends. It's basically a charm spell where I can basically just get somebody to like do what I ask of them in the most friendly way possible.
No.
I'm an old man. Can you please help me, youngster?
Exactly.
I've got some butterscotch candy in my pocket.
It's unwrapped for some reason.
I'm sorry. Could you be a good sport and just go and get me some wine?
I'm very thirsty. I'm parched.
Go and find a nice comfy chair and bring it to me here.
Just bring me the whole chair.
One that doesn't squeak, though.
Can you give me all of your Wicklamite?
That'd be great.
Please, I'm just so tired.
All right. So Izzodath, also level 5. She's up to 33 hit points as well.
Nice.
And she now has also unlocked 3rd level spells, but she doesn't know that.
Cool.
And that was pretty much all she gained with this level up.
That'll be useful at some point.
At some point. I'm excited about these new spells. I think it'll play in well with her amnesia.
Your
I was
accidental
about to say,
spell
is one of those
casting.
spells memory recovery?
That'll be convenient.
No, you're gonna have to hit her with a rock really hard, I think, to jog her memory.
No, I'm gonna have to hit you with the letter Nimoy. Remember. Fear not, brave listeners. This is just a brief interruption for some necessary financial lubrication. Want to keep the Microphones and Monsters adventure rolling? Ad-free episodes and bonus content, even uncut Microphones and Monsters sessions are just a click away at patreon.com/creativetypo. Stick around after the episode for a glimpse into another Creative Typo show.
So as you're approaching the city after you got on the trail and everything, like you see other people walking on the trail and stuff, and just looking around, you are struck by how clean the folk are, as well as the newness of everything. Where Rasante was falling to pieces, Farzeen stands in perfect repair. The filth and stench you'd come to associate with city life is absent, replaced by a fresh ocean breeze. The people lack the vaguely Renine features of the natives of Rasante and instead present the picture of health with sun-kissed skin and a light step. For all its charm, however, the manner by which you enter Farzeen colors your initial impression of this otherwise idyllic city. So how are y'all wanting to enter? You want to go through the front gate, or are you like trying to climb the wall or something like that? You trying to just go straight in?
Lucius would want to go straight in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't, or at least I can't find out any reason why we wouldn't be welcomed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope.
I mean, we're essentially expected. They took our
Yeah.
crewmates, and whether we wanted them to be prosecuted or not, said they were doing it and said, come on if you want, and you can say your piece. And so we're going to say our piece.
Just giving you the
Bye.
option to be sneaky if
I
you
said my
wanted
piece.
to.
Yeah, I'm not looking to like spring them from this trial or anything. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the rest of the game.
I'm going to take the stand. Meow, meow, meow. No, 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 friends.
Objection!
So as you walk,
This cat is out of control.
so you approach the front gate, and you notice that there's a half a dozen men and women at the gate. Definitely guards wearing the same watch outfits that you saw on the patrol that you encountered.
Are they stopping us?
No, if you want to continue to walk through, I mean the gate's open, and they nod at you with an expression of feigned disinterest.
I hold my head up high and walk right in. Prancing, my tail is up. I'm good to
Just keep
go.
walking on through.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, isn't it pretty, Mr. Mouse?
Is it pretty? I mean, it's like clean, but I don't know if it's pretty.
It's
So
an
one of the-
island paradise.
Now the walls were very tall. It's definitely to keep the animals and creatures that are in the jungle outside of the city.
Literally just lit in a giant cat and a small cat, so it's not working.
But one thing that you do notice that stands over everything is a towering marble statue of a robed woman pierces the heavens. The monolith is easily the tallest structure in the city, though it is dwarfed by the rising mound of Kaza itself. In one upraised hand, the woman holds an orb that glows like the morning sun. She seems remarkably lifelike, but for her immense size.
Did we not see this coming up, or was the wall tall enough to block it from our view?
You would be approaching the city, like going up a hill, because the city itself is on a bluff.
Okay.
So you approaching it, you over the wall, you wouldn't be able to see it. So once you're inside the wall, it stands 100 feet tall.
Oh, okay. Wow. Look at the statue.
Because you can see over all the houses and buildings and everything.
But the orb the lady's holding is glowing.
Yeah,
So,
and it's like
is it
hovering. It's hovering like above her hand.
Hmm.
So is she
Like
holding
her
it
hands.
like one-handed or like this? Sorry,
No, her
I'm doing
hands
hand
like
gestures.
fully out to her side, like stretched out.
Oh, and then like one hand has the orb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is
Like-
it like a huge orb?
I mean, it's huge
It's a
in
bitty orb.
size because it's a 100-foot
Okay, it's
tall
just but it's
statue.
just
So
in
it is
one hand.
it is a very large orb just hovering above her left hand.
Gotcha.
How does it do that, Lucius?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure there's some type of magic to it, but I'm not quite familiar with this method.
Wow.
So I'm not sure what you're wanting to do. I mean, you can ask for directions to get to anywhere you need to go.
I pull a random passerby, and then I grab them by the shirt and then pull them up to know that I mean business. And I say, where's your closest establishment with food and drink? I require both and rest.
Let's see.
What's this guy's name?
Did he pee himself just as I did that? Or herself?
True.
I say, well, if there's a actually.
He pulls a knife out.
Roll for initiative.
Hold on.
That's my
Based on what you just
I don't
did,
know
I'm
you.
gonna decide which one would be the one that they would recommend based on
okay.
how you're doing this.
They might send me to the shithole.
You're about to be put on trial too.
So this guy's like, well, if you're looking for a bar to get a drink, there's Kava's Respite. Just right over there, two buildings down.
What is your name?
Barry.
It doesn't matter what your name is. I know your face and I know your scent. If I go to this place and I do not enjoy myself, I will find you. and I'll let him
You
go.
jabroni.
And you put him down and
Cream of the crop.
he runs away. You just scared this guy.
Why did you scare him, man? He told you where to go.
I was simply asking him for directions. I don't understand your point.
He got scared of you because you were mean.
That sounds like a him problem then.
We gotta figure out where the trial is. We gotta save everybody. We can't let him get in trouble.
That sounds, again, like a them problem. I am starving. I am thirsty. I am going to satisfy my needs first. Then others can have theirs. You are more than welcome to join me. But if you wish to go about your separate ways, I will be here at Kava's Respite.
Are y'all following? Are y'all following him, or are you trying to find something else?
I mean, Rufus is just going
Or-
to sort of look up at Lucius and Izzodath, like with his big eyes.
Are you doing
You
like
know.
the Puss in Boots look right now?
Not exactly. Slightly more realistic, but essentially what a cat does. And be like, don't you want to help the others?
I agree with you, Rufus. I think that if we were to pause for too long, we may miss our opportunity.
Okay, let's go find it then. Are you coming, Izzy?
Yeah, I think we need to help everyone. I know they were kind of angry with us or upset. I don't know what was happening, but I think we need to go find them.
Xerothin, we'll come find you afterwards, okay?
Very well.
There we
Go
go. You go
about
get drunk.
your whatever that is.
all right. So are you going to Kava's Respite?
Hell yes.
Okay, so you walk
I want
to where
I
the-
want salted meat. I want drinks. I got my first kill since I hit the island. I'm feeling good.
Okay, so you make your way down with the directions that you were given. You definitely see Kava's Respite. Walking through the entryway, you are assaulted by the energy of Kava's Respite. The occupants are laughing, singing, arguing, and enjoying their time to the fullest. The clientele is a mixture of islanders and sailors visiting from afar. And it's just it's a small place. It's a single-story wooden structure with a thatched roof. There's not even a door on the entryway, and the furniture looks sturdy enough to be used in the occasional barroom brawl.
Hey there, pilgrim. Spits into a spittoon. I will walk up to the bar and order food and drink for myself, and I will.
All right, so you're greeted by the owner. He's got a big smile on his face. He goes, "What can I get you?"
I require salted meat, preferably, and if you have strong drink, I do not prefer beer, but if that's all you have, that will suffice.
Got some chicken wings and Pabst Blue.
I actually have a menu.
That's great.
Give me the menu. Yeah.
So he
Paint me a picture.
here you go, and he hands you a little piece of paper that has a handful of items on it.
Carrot sticks.
You can get kava by the bowl or by the gallon, 2 copper pieces and 1 silver piece. You can get ale by the mug or the gallon, 4 copper pieces or 2 silver pieces. And you can get stew for 3 copper pieces and a hunk of meat for 3 silver pieces.
There we go. Now we're talking.
And there's a big sign in there that says room for the night, 8 copper pieces per person.
There's a second sign that says, "Don't ask what the meat is." It just comes in hunks.
There's lots of
We
fun
don't
stuff
ask
on the
questions.
wall. Yeah, half of it's broken.
They have mozzarella sticks?
There's a pile in the corner of broken chairs and tables.
Just a pile of them.
Just a pile.
If you're gonna fight, use the broken chairs, please.
Don't use them all. We got the bonfire later tonight. We need something to burn.
We have goofy shit on the wall and mozzarella
That's what I
sticks.
said.
There's
I
a
swear to
tricycle
God, I'll
mounted
pistol
to
whip
the
the
wall.
next person that says shenanigans.
Farva.
I will order 2 hunks of meat and 1 gallon of beer to start off.
Okay, that's how many mugs is a gallon of beer?
So our normal pint is 16 ounces?
I like the idea that it's a gallon mug for larger creatures.
Mhm.
I'm assuming it's just one of those like small pony keg barrels, and you just crack the side of it.
8 pints in a gallon.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's a mug right there.
Maybe he'll be more cheerful after
Right.
this.
Or worse.
Or a couple
It's a
levels of
gamble.
exhaustion.
Don't crush my dreams.
Maybe he can both be happier and worse.
What
He'll be
is
happier
your...
and more violent.
Hold on. What is your constitution? Or is it Constitution modifier?
You mean
My
for
const-
drunkenness,
my-
usually con, yeah.
Yeah, my Constitution modifier is a +4.
Oh, it's only one more than me.
You're only slightly more constituted than a cat.
Yes, then a cat.
I've got a
yes.
They're
+3.
both cats, so
I've got a plus. I took a point of Constitution on level 4, so I've got a 16 Constitution.
Okay. Are you trying to... Oh, I mean, I know you're going to eat the meat. Or are you trying to drink all the alcohol? in
Yes,
this
but like
one sitting?
it's not a race.
Okay.
Like I plan on being there for like at least an hour or 2 drinking this. I'm not gonna like try to down all of it in like 20 minutes.
At least until the trial's done and the crew is all dead.
I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
You're no Julian Cottage.
So you got a to-go cup.
with a sippy straw.
You got a to-go bottle.
Just strap it to my back and just have like a hose, just sucking it like a camelback.
He's got
Okay.
he's got
Well,
the
I
helmet
would say
with the 2
just
cans.
from
Bouncing on my
from-
head.
so
just like
what
trying
was
to keep
it?
a balance.
It was eight pints in a gallon.
8 pints,
So
yes.
Mhm.
you know your limit before you start really feeling anything, and half of it, once you pass half of it, you're gonna start getting drunk.
Okay.
So you can take 4 pints with your constitution.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna
I
write
mean, I
down.
can
I
take
know
3
in my
pints,
character sheet.
And
My
while
limit is
you
4.
are just fucking off at the bar and eating and drinking,
And being merry.
being merry. Let's go to the other 3.
the responsible
and see
members
The
of the party.
responsible adults.
I'm only 1. It was my birthday last month.
We've made it to Farzeen. It was not an easy trek. I am no stranger to betrayals, although this one was more aggravating. Lucius, he knows. He knows more than he lets on. He has powers too, more than just what we saw on the boat. I will keep an eye on him. The crew is more or less expendable at this point. They've shown that they are weak to other influences, not like myself. The voice guides me. The voice will lead me to my quarry. I will pay little mind to the dangerous cargo, but it is something to keep tabs on. I worry for the other members of the party. Izzodath doesn't have the teeth for this kind of work, and Rufus is Rufus. Annoying, but will work in a fight. The crew is now captured by this Captain Mamau and will be awaiting trial. I care not for their lives, but it will make for an interesting spectacle, to say the least. I wait for the voice now for my next steps. Still on the hunt.
Hi, excursionist. I'm Nari. Do you know that stories have a way of taking you into a different world? Why don't you join me at the Into the Night Anthology podcast? We present you with bite-sized stories that make you question what you thought you knew. I may have something that would interest you. Everything gets old. So someday, as long as it's cared for, any item will become an antique that includes you and me, and sometimes terrify you with what you didn't.
What's happening? This can't be real.
You can see us, but you are powerless to stop us.
Bring a friend along when you find us on your favorite podcast directory, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at Into the Night Pod so you never miss an episode. Remember, you should never wander these twisted paths alone. In fact, look, the first path is just ahead. Are you ready? Follow me.